Stock tip. Best stock setups.
Hi and welcome back to Stock Tip Daily Update with me, Marcel Todia. I'm glad to be able to talk to you again. I'm still a bit rusty here with my voice, but I'm very glad to be able to record it again. Well, let's get to it. The main markets today, at the end of the first trading day of this week, didn't impress much. So they weren't either positive nor were they negative. We've ended the day pretty much with plus minus zero, and as of that, then the status quo remains the same. We still have no general direction. The market is moving in. We still have to show some momentum here in order to be able to break out again. And for the time being, we are still in neutral mode, and we are waiting for something to happen, either long, either short. We are waiting for something to happen. So this is with the S&P 500. As you can see, the day was pretty much nothing. Intraday, we also didn't see much movement here. So this was the intraday chart. Started around here somewhere. Oh no, what am I talking about? Started right here somewhere and ended right here somewhere. So this is there hasn't been that much movement. And as the Nasdaq is also not looking any other way. We also see here this tiny range here, and we've ended the day with plus minus zero as well, and the IVM a bit more negative, and this looks very short than the other ones. The DAX is also in the same range as the other ones, so not that much movement after the holidays, and Euro to US dollar also pretty much the same, but I can still see here a negative trend, a downtrend, and I think sooner than later we are going to reach 1.06. The main sectors this week seem to be oil and gold. Oil has managed to break out at the end of last week, and today it has continued this move up with a discreet 1% here, with a small red candle, so it's not that much, but I defer to looking at this chart and from the weekly time frame, and also I would suggest the same in gold. So overall, gold and oil seem to have broken out again, and also followed by silver. So these are the main sectors to be looking out for this week, and I've seen the semiconductor sector is also showing a bit of strength, or showed a bit of strength today, not that much, but still a bit of strength in comparison to the other ones. We are still way below our required field here, but this was the only positive sector. These were the only positive sectors at the end of the day. So what are we expecting moving forward? So not much. We don't want to presume anything. We just want to wait and see how the market is going to turn. If you take a look at the S&P 500 in the weekly chart, this is the pretty big support line here in the range of the 50 weekly average, and we might just find a footing here. Who knows? I would say just wait and see if the market is going to turn, and if the S&P 500 manages to break out again above 4,475, then I think we have ourselves a go again. Anything else, then perhaps it would be wise to cease all long trading and reevaluate. Let's say reevaluate. So I don't like this trend line that much. I would prefer to say above 4,475 here, or 4,480. So this is the strategy going forward. So don't do too much. Less is more. Classic strategy for conservatives. So less is more, and wait and see in which direction the market is going, and if the market breaks out again, then we are already prepared here with a couple of setups to go long again. Now, what's my portfolio doing? So actually, I switched direction today. I got close here at 10:30, and I switched direction and I went short. Why did I went short? Because of the weekly chart. So the weekly chart looks pretty bearish now, especially if this week is going to end in red. So if this week is going to end in red, and if you are going to close beneath, then I think this would be a time to go short in BBO, and I've already switched direction here with a very small minimal risk here. My stop is here. My position is not that big, so I kept it simple, and the upside would be, or downside here would be, $3 for a risk of 2, or yeah, so not that huge of a deal, but it's still looking, for me, it's still looking pretty good. Okay, I went long in gold last week, and I got myself a pretty big position, so I opted against individual stocks, and I opted for an ETF here in gold, and I've decided for the main gold ETF, GLD. As for oil, I also went long last week, opting for a small stock here, SRLP, which doesn't seem that good today. So this breakout hasn't been confirmed now, and I think my stop would be at 16, let's say 16.1, something like this. So, more positions I do not have at the moment. I also was long in Apple, but Apple got closed today as we've touched the 165 mark. So we've actually closed with a bit of strength, but overall the daily chart doesn't seem that healthy, and I didn't want to get involved anymore. So I'm waiting to see what's going to happen and if the market is going to turn. Here you can also see the weekly chart isn't looking that healthy anymore. We need to end the week positive here above the 20 or the 9 moving averages if the rally in Apple is going to continue. And if Apple is going to turn, then I think all the markets are going to turn, but perhaps this is the decisive week we've been waiting for. And it pretty much makes sense. This was the top, then 1, 2, 3 consolidation weeks, and then breakout. But let's just see if the breakout is going to come, or if this is just going to head south again. Okay, that's all for the first parts of the video. Now I'm going to resume with some long-awaited setups, and I've selected some setups from the gold and oil sectors, and also from the rest of the markets.